Hey, how's it going out there? This is Two Birds, One Show. I'm Deer. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yep.
So, what we do, we talk about craft beer and sports, mostly local Philly sports, but whatever is the topic, we'll talk about. And if you're watching the show, comment, let us know what you're drinking. Let us know your, topics that you want to talk about or what your point of view is on the sports. But,
or even if you're smoking, let us know. If it's some cannabis, let us know what kind, whether it be an indica or a sativa or some gummies, or if you're drinking wine, or who knows, maybe you're drinking, some White Russians like the dude.
Yeah, we're very easygoing. So what we would like to do is we'd like to start off with our craft beer, talk about what we're drinking tonight, and then jump into some sports, and then mid-show jump into another craft beer, and then finish it off with some sports.
And then probably more craft beer.
Sometimes happens. Sometimes happens.
I've been known to hit a tree or a fir.
So. All right. With that note, Ricky, what you got going on tonight, buddy?
Tonight I got Treehouse's Juice Machine Peach.
Oh, wow. Now, is that with the peacherine or is that just peach?
I think it's the regular Juice Machine aged on peach puree.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's about 8.2%. Get that peach on the nose.
Yeah, if anybody don't know, Treehouse is a great brewery up in Massachusetts, and they just been blowing it up.
Oh man, that's fucking next level shit, dude. That's it's nice. Juice Machine, as we know, us hopheads know, is a phenomenal beer. But then you add the peach. I mean, it's just it's beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful beer.
Very nice.
What you drinking?
So we talked about this brewery. I think last week's show or something, because the guy at the Colonial Cafe, I believe the bartender is George. He was saying,
shout out to George D.
Shout out to George, and shout out to Colonial Cafe, awesome establishment.
Great spot.
Little hidden gem, great bar food. Really good craft beer. So he was saying that I think his nephew or a family member is part of his brewery. What's it? Wanderback?
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah.
And this is their fest beer. So fall time.
I got a can of that in my fridge right now.
So we have a comment here from Greg. What's up, Greg? Delta Water and homemade cider.
That's mead and a cider mix.
Oh, very fancy. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah.
Shout out to Greg hitting up that Delta 9. That's the kid, yo.
I'm glad he's on too, man, because we all talk some soccer. But
and Greg, you were missed today, dude. We had a crew up there today because it was a fucking wild one today up at the Hob because everybody was asking about you, kid. Mikey Rosier was up there in rare form. Shout out to Amy, a good friend of mine. Actually, just brought me back some Bissell Brothers. She made some of that Amy's barbecue sauce, which Mike ate some of it, so he was in rare form. I don't know if you know about Amy's barbecue sauce, but it's fucking phenomenal. It's almost akin to like brownies, but she makes a barbecue sauce with it.
Really?
But by the way, it tastes fantastic, and man, it packs a punch. Ooh, Mike was in rare form, kid. Yeah.
Oh man, that would.
I got some of it in my fridge right now.
So back to the fest beer. It's fall season, and this is a pretty good brewery out of Jersey. I know they had two cans at Bobcat, but I picked this one up. 5.7 fest beer, and it is a pretty tasty Oktoberfest type of beer. Nice, light, clear, crisp. Yeah, man, that's all right, man, because you get that nice malts from it. Oh my god, dude, it's like a nice, like sweet, tasty little pretzel. Damn, was thinking about coming up too. Greg said.
I'm sure there's going to be many more adventures up there. DeeTer was just telling me before the show he's going to be coming up soon, so maybe we'll get the whole gang together. Yeah, and shout out to Wanderback. Their head brewer comes in all the time. Brings me cans all the time. Super cool dude. I think they're out of Vineland. or that area is going to be around when the brewery goes up. I think some of them used to work with Cape May Brewing.
Nice.
Really cool dudes. I've had about 3 or so. I think they only have 3 or 4 styles, but they're all really good. And keep up the great work, guys. I look forward to that Chime Warrior shit.
Well, yeah, man. This been a Jersey beer. Yeah, I'm going to try to put it up on the Instagram. breweriesinNewJersey.com, breweriesinNJ.com. And, yeah, man, it's definitely a pretty tasty fest beer if you're looking for an Oktoberfest.
Nice.
So, with that said, we talked about the craft beer. How about we get some sports? I'd like to talk about a little bit of college football. Navy doing pretty well. They beat Bucknell 49-21, and then also beating Temple 38-11.
There you go, Navy.
It's been so long since the Navy had a good team, man. And I thought, dude, after Niamatalola left, man, I thought, man, it's going to be a while before they get a good team going again. But I'll tell you what, man, not bad, dude. Not bad.
Where did he go?
Oh, I don't know. He was getting up there in the years. I know he's just like, man, like he had a bad couple last 2 or 3 seasons, and I think it was just time for the Navy to move on. But, yeah, I should look up and see if he's coaching somewhere else because he was such a cool dude, man. Awesome fucking coach.
Speaking of our teams, my Michigan team took one on the chin, as I knew they would. Texas is a really good fucking team. You'll probably see them playing the national title game against Georgia when all said and done. And listen, Michigan's coming off a national championship season, undefeated, and their head coach left to go to the NFL. He's probably one of the best coaches in all of football, one of the top 2 or 3 coaches. So you're always going to take a step back when you lose the best coach on the planet. Sherrone Moore is a solid coach. You got Wake Martindale in there as a defensive coordinator. Listen, Michigan's still going to get top of the line talent. They're still probably going to be a 10-win team with a good bowl. But
Chargers won their first game, right? The Chargers, they won their first game.
Yeah, and listen, you heard on the show here, I'm calling out. Within 4 years, he has that team in the Super Bowl. Within 4 years, he has that team. Yeah, wow. He's the best coach. Well, he's one of the best coaches in football.
Now their quarterback is Justin Herbert. Herbert. I thought he would be a good kid, man. He was really young coming into the NFL. Well,
he's a great quarterback at the University of Oregon. He came in, he's played really well since he's come in the league, and I think Harbaugh has his quarterback of the future, and if anything, I know he's going to establish a dominant run game. He's going to get really good defense. That's why I became a Michigan fan to begin with. I love, running the football. As you see, I got the Jeff Stoutland shirt on. Nice. Best O-line coach in football. Shout out Stoutland University. And I love good defense. And that's what Harbaugh's going to instill. That's what he instilled, he was up in San Fran when he took them to the Super Bowl. And he's going to do the same there. And like I said, he'll have that team in the Super Bowl within 4 years.
Nice. Got a few comments here. Greg, another shot. It looks great. It looks good, DeeTer. Let me know when, and I'll be there. Yeah, I'm thinking Thursday, man. I should be up there, man. We'll hang out. And
shout out to anybody watching.
Ant, greetings. What's up, Ant? Always good to see you on the show, buddy.
You too, Ant. Good to see you. You should come up next Thursday too, my boy. I'm going to send a shout out to my good buddy Jason Ingram, follower of the show. I think he's come up next Thursday. Jay, DeeTer, Ant, Greg, Bonnie, Sue, get the whole crew. Mikey Rozier, get my boy Aaron and Lil Joe and G up there, and we got to get the whole crew. Get Lori, and you know what I mean.
Oh man, but yeah, I always see Ant post up great food down in Maryland, man. He's always got like some good seafood and beers, nice. Man. Ant always does it pretty good, man. Damn, I miss like fucking hanging out at Uno's, man, and always seeing them there. But
hey, did that open up as anything yet?
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah.
I know PJ's is opening up around that Sam's Club. They took over the old Joe's Crab Shack. So there's gonna be a PJ
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Nice. And you see, I told you, Urban Village is coming over to Glassboro. They're up in Philly, and they're going to have another satellite location in Glassboro.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I like their beers. I had a few of them, and I liked everything I tried from them. So I look forward to them.
Yeah, I've been to Urban Village a few times, man. Awesome food there and great beer. And it was so funny. I was at Brim Bradley. Shout out to Woodbury Brim Bradley cheesesteak. And there was a guy from Urban Village, like one of the reps or brewers or something. He was in like the Urban Village truck. Yeah, it had the whole like logo. What's the villain beer?
Super Villain. It has Dr. Doom on it.
Yeah, they had it on the truck.
That's really good beer, by the way.
Oh yeah, it is. It's good, dude. But yeah. Oh man, yeah, Brim Bradley, such good cheesesteaks, man. We're getting people from Philly.
They're over it. They're over in Woodbury Heights now, right?
I know they're moving. I'm not sure if they moved yet.
I think they're about to.
I know my friend just got one not too long ago at the old place in Woodbury. So I don't think they moved yet. If they are, they're about to move soon. But also, my buddy that was on the show, Dave Murphy. Yeah. He's opened up Irish Town cheesesteaks in Gloucester.
Nice.
And that they just went to zoning, I think, this month. And then Lilo's tomato
pie, yeah.
Is open up a place
in cheesesteaks in New Jersey, by the way.
Yeah, they're taking over a bar. So they're actually keeping the bar part too. So they're going to have alcohol and Lilo cheesesteaks and pizza. Dude, that's awesome, man. I don't really get over to Gloucester much, but man, I might have to now.
Have you had Lilo's yet?
No, I have not.
Dude, DeeTer, they're phenomenal, and their pizza's phenomenal too. Dude, we went over the summer, and I couldn't wait to go back the following week. It was so. And listen, I love Bryn Bradley. If Bryn Bradley's here, Lilo's is like right. I mean, they're both. It's like 1-1. It's phenomenal. And also don't forget about Donkey's over in Camden, where you can get beers there too. Great cheesesteak, a little different cheesesteak, but still really good. And check out Dave's new place. Dave Murphy's open Irish Town Cheesesteaks, DeeTer's boy.
We got another guest too, Nicole. Hey, gentlemen, your sister, I believe.
Yeah, what up, Nick?
And now they got a store too, right? Nicole, what's that, man?
Yeah, Twisted Hat dispensary.
Twisted Hat.
I'm going to say Kearney's Point, New Jersey. So if you get a chance, send some business down that way. Help support my sis and the fam.
Nice.
and get some good cannabis. It's no more. Dude, listen, there's no more faux pollen cannabis. Everybody, don't say you're smoking pot. Listen. Cannabis is okay. It's good. It's good for you. It's better, for people than alcohol for the most part. It's legal. It's no longer villainized like it was before for whatever reason. Probably the alcohol company's burying it. Check out Twisted Hat dispensary. Also, check out DAWG Pro Wrestling. They have another event coming up in September. I know we talked about the one in October.
I thought he said something like something was happening in September. Where's that going to be at?
I want to say Riverton, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me if I got it wrong. Right. Lawrence Zirconium, my apologies, but I think it's Riverton up in Burlington County. I missed a comment.
She said, thank you very much for the plug. And Twisted Hat Cannabis, Kearney's Point, New Jersey.
Nice.
Damn. This beer is pretty damn good, man. For 5.7, it went down all right, man. I'm like halfway
good
through.
Beer, man. Wander back, dude. If you look at my Untapped, I checked them in here now. I like them, man. They're good sessionable beers.
I'm at Colonial Cafe and I'm talking to the people there and stuff and the bartender. And he was like, "Well, you like craft beer, man? Check out Wanderback. My relative, I think he said his nephew works there." I was like, all right, you know what I mean? And next thing you know, like a week or two, I'm seeing like cans on the shelf, man.
I just brought in a keg to Hob. So I got their they're I guess their basic lager, their house lager. So that should be tapped soon. So look for Wanderback at Hob soon. And I wish them guys a lot of luck. Like I said, their head brewer comes in quite a bit. He's a really cool cat, and their beers are good. Very sessionable.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is my favorite time of the year, man. I love pumpkin beers. I love Oktoberfest.
I love pumpkin beers too, dude.
It's it, man. This is like my Christmas, dude. It's the best time, dude.
I know some people try to put, whatever, the kibosh on pumpkin, but pumpkin beers are fucking good. I don't care what anybody says.
Ant says we should do a tour, two birds, one show tour with breweries in the Jersey area or something. That'd be cool. I do know. Oh man, I'm just thinking about tours. Right, South Jersey Fermentation Club. They got a beer festival in November. It's their small brew day or something like that, because they do the big brew day in the summer and they do the small in the fall, and they do like a whole can drive and all. Very cool guys, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can either donate food or buy a ticket, and it's right by Tonewood in the parking lot there. And they're going to have the
one in Oakland, right?
Yeah, the one in Oakland. I think either a week before the beer festival or afterwards, they're doing a beer tour of a lot of like Jersey breweries.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
shout out to South Jersey Fermentation Club for doing such good work for charity and for the beer world.
Yeah, they're great guys, man. And I'm happy that Al and his uncle, they brewed a couple of kegs and they're going to be in it too, man. So that's going to be neat.
That's awesome.
All right. So let's hop in some more sports. The Flyers, right? You got rookies showing up.
Yeah, I mean, you got the rookie mini camp coming up. There's, not a whole lot of fanfare for that, but it's good. It's kind of the beginning, the official start. And I just saw the first video they posted today of Mitch Kaufier's doing some drills. So that was good to see. Yeah, so hockey's right around the corner. Before you know it, NHL season will be starting about 2.5, 3 weeks. I'm excited.
Sixers start up like next month too, right?
Well, yeah, Sixers are a couple weeks after the Flyers, yeah. So they'll be a little later than the Flyers, but yeah, I'm excited for them too. I think both of those teams have a chance to, make some noise. I don't know if they're where the Phillies and Eagles are, where I think the Phillies and Eagles, I say this truly. I think the Phillies and Eagles both should win a championship this year, but I think the Flyers and Sixers are on the maybe incline. We'll see.
Well, I feel like the Flyers, man, were doing pretty good, and they got some nice young talent now, and I feel like they're going to be doing better. And I like Embiid, being part of the Olympic team and saying he's going to take some of that back home with him. So I hope so, man.
You know what I like the most about Embiid being on the Olympic team is the fact he was around winners and championships and sees what their routines are like, how they train, how early they get in, what they do. Listen, I know there's a lot of LeBron haters, but listen, LeBron wins everywhere he goes. I'm glad Embiid was around them, and he was around a lot of guys. He's just around. Tatum was on the team who just won a championship this year. The coaches on there, guys like Steve Kerr, he's won a ton of titles. I love that he got to be around those guys and kind of learn what it's like, what champions do and how they are and how they carry themselves. Well, and I think it's a good thing.
I feel like he's like an all-star himself. So for him to say, I learned a lot with these guys and I want to take that back home with me, I feel that's very humbling of him. And I feel like, that's a good perspective to have, and not be so full of yourself. Because that first game, man, he was not good. You know what I mean? And then he started to get better, and the last game he turned it up a notch.
Well, even before the last game, he came in that game before that against Serbia and flat out dominated against the 3 out of the last 4 MVPs, and that's Nikola Jokic, probably the best player in the world. And Embiid always dominates in games he plays against them. So, Embiid's going to be. I know people hate on the guy, but listen. He's one of the best players in the world, and when all's said and done, he's going to go down as one of the best centers to ever play the game. He's only missing one thing, and that's that ring. Yeah. Let's go get it. You have this 3-year window. You don't need to win me 3 or 2. Just go win me 1 the next 3 years, Joe, and I'll see you in the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Now, where you stand on the whole stadium thing? Do you feel should be in Philly?
Do you remember that a long time ago? I said the whole Chinatown Center City is a smokescreen. I said that's their way of saying we know it's a logistics nightmare and it's going to get shut down. So then they can move over to Jersey, where they already have the single best practice facility in the entire NBA, and put their stadium right next to it. And then they can say, hey, Philly, we tried. There's our excuse. We tried. It didn't work out. They're coming over to Jersey, and I think it's a good thing for the state and for the team. And then the Flyers get their own building. The Sixers get their own building. It's a win-win-win-win.
And there'll be like so many events and concerts and stuff. Like both those
Yeah,
places will make
absolutely.
tons of money,
And I
dude.
think the gentrification it'll cause too will be good for the area. I mean, look what
Yeah,
happened to Fishtown and that whole area. I mean, it cleaned up the area a lot. And let's face it, I'm not going to pull any punches. That fucking dump needs to be cleaned the fuck up. It's a dangerous wasteland over there. Clean that
yeah,
fucking place up and make it a more habitable place. Like it used to be. Listen, Camden used to be a hub.
yeah,
Seriously, my
yeah.
grandfather grew up in Camden.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean,
My boy
it's
Len.
no place to be now. You know what I mean? But I
Right.
mean, there is the aquarium over there. There is the
The East Center, or
views.
whatever it's called,
Yeah, whatever it's called now.
the
Right.
BB&T.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of event stuff over there, and that would fit perfectly
I think it'll
over
be
there to have.
perfect. I
Yeah,
do.
what you got
I
going
think
on?
it's a win-win for everybody involved over there, and get that fucking place
Right.
cleaned up. Look, we don't need it to be a fucking eyesore. Seriously, nobody
Yeah.
needs that. Get it cleaned
What's
up.
in your fridge?
Uh,
What's in
well,
your
You're gonna have
fridge?
to-
right now
Your
it's
tree
just mostly
house and some other
monkish.
half items. What's
It's
in
mostly
your
monkish
fridge?
and treehouse, but there is a harp lager sitting there.
Man, mostly monkish. That's a fucking awful problem to have. Mostly monkish and treehouse. Oh my god, dude. Oh, this guy. Yeah, yeah. Ricky gets some good beer. That's why we do the show. Yep.
Well,
Words and beer.
I say this. I drink the good shit because I like the good shit.
There's our boy Jeff. Man,
Yeah.
only monkish and treehouse, loving it up.
Hold on now. Don't forget about this bad boy.
Oh, harp lager. Man, I'll tell you what, that's pretty good stuff right there,
That is
dude.
good beer.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, we were drinking that over the summer. We had picked up a couple 4-packs and we were drinking harp. I was like, man, this has
I've
been
always
way
been a
too
fan of
long.
harp. And Smittix.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Smittix. I got one in the bucket here, man. Because
Nice.
I love Kilkenny. You know me, man. I love those
yeah.
Irish Reds. Yeah.
That's
funny.
So I just got done, I was like, I got mostly monkish and fucking treehouse. But the beer I ended up grabbing out of there wasn't either. It's a newer brewery. I had one of their other ones. They're kind of brand new. They're out of Colorado. They're called Lyric. I had one of their ones recently, and it was phenomenal. And I just got their newest release. It's called Can Full of Gas. You see, it's got the hop
That's
on
an
it.
awesome can, dude.
Remember the can I had in Lyric before? It was a play on Nevermind album from Nirvana. It was the baby floating in the pool. Well, it was a hop floating in the pool.
Yeah, it was a hop floating in the pool.
Yeah,
right.
So this, they got a good sense of humor, and the head brewer who I talked back and forth with a couple times seems like a super cool dude. So shout out to Lyric Brewing out in Denver, Colorado.
If you do this show too, Ricky also does a couple other things. He has Ricky Rants, and what's your Instagram?
I have Rick's Beer Adventures on YouTube and Instagram, Rick Rants on Facebook, and Craft Beer Fanatics on Facebook as well.
There you go.
And DeeTer's got breweriesinNJ.com, which is an awesome site. It is. It does.
I do the Instagram breweries in New Jersey. I try to keep up with that at least. But yeah, we like beer, and we like sports.
My Olympian's body would say so. I do enjoy my craft beer.
But you can check us out every night here, BGSE Network, Thursday, 10 p.m.
Please do. Any likes, subscribes, any comments, it all helps our algorithm. I think we're going to probably both start posting our Venmo accounts. If you want to send a couple dollars, $2, $3 here and there, hey, every little bit helps. Listen, we're starving artists right now. Help us get up there, and I'd rather do this than try to get hired by some corporate company where I can't cuss.
I hope Greg and Jeff are still on. I do want to dive in some soccer. U.S. team just got a new coach. I can't even pronounce it. Marcio Poco. NTO, but I know he coached. I want to say Tottenham, and he coached a little bit in Chelsea. So hopefully he's the thing that we need. There it is. There. Thank you, Greg. I really appreciate that. Ponchitino. Yep, still can't pronounce it, but I really hope he does well, man, because I think we have a lot of good players on that team, and I feel the old coach maybe was a little bit of a drama story behind it or something like that. There was a little bit of conflict of what I heard, but I could be wrong. But hopefully the new coach takes them in a good direction because they got some talent. They started off strong, but then they just like died out, man. So
You know who they should have hired?
he's a
Was
decent
fucking
coach.
Teddy Lasso.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I think he's retired.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Just want to say, Union Soccer, man, I think there's only 7 games left, and I know that they are below the playoff mark. So hopefully they pick it up. I think their game this week's actually on Philly 57 or local sports channel because I seen it on the news. So you don't need the Apple TV and the MLS package to watch it. So please watch it, man, because go Union.
Shout out to Union.
All right. Well, Greg says Union are cooked. Oh, well, you know what I mean? It's a possibility there, but
Whoa, looking up, you listening, Tommy? This fucking beer is the tits, cuz. Oh my goodness. I don't see exactly what hops they're using. What?
This is why that game's televised locally, because they're playing fucking Miami and Messi, and they're going to get smoked. That's why it's televised. Wow.
Good. Okay. Build the game.
Oh, God damn it. Well, how about that beer? You're about to go nuts over?
Oh, dude. I feel like I'm getting a lot of Rawaka in this. They're not posting what they have in there, but man. No. That's fucking fantastic. Super clean, but yet, still definitely New Zealand hops going on there. I think it's about 8.5%, so it's no joke. It's no, pussy beer. Or maybe I think it's 8%. But really good though. Definitely getting some Rawaka. It's clean. Very, very well brewed. So really easy drinking for 8%, man. You could chug this fucking thing.
And that's what was the brewery? Lyric
Brewing out of Colorado. Like I said, I feel like they're one of the new really big time up and comers in the craft beer game, especially IPA wise.
Yes.
So, but do you want to dive into some real sports now that we
well, let me put
soccer?
up this gem of a beer. Oh man, hold on to your tits on this one. Smithwick's Red Ale.
There she is.
That's a classic one right there.
That's
of Ireland. God.
And if anybody's watching the show and you're new to the show or craft beer, never pronounce it Smithwick's. It's Smithwick's.
Yeah.
I don't want you to look stupid out the bar.
Yeah, you get kicked out the bar.
Yeah, they will, in fact, throw you out for that.
So this is a nice Irish red.
Nice.
Beautiful head. But yeah, I fell in love with this beer. Well, Kilkenny-wise, Kilkenny, I would say, got me into the Irish Reds, and I was out of Australia when I was in the Navy. But that beer doesn't come to the U.S. much unless you're in an Irish pub. So Smithwick's, I think a Boddington's does a red ale too.
Do they?
Pretty decent. Yeah. Or what's it? Not Boddington's. Boddington's is the
English pub ale.
Yeah, it starts with a W. I can't think of the damn name now. Whitford, or something like that. It's a green can, but yeah, a nice Irish red. It's tough to get.
Yeah, I like good Irish red ale.
So what we got here? I've got a couple comments. Wow, haven't had one of them in a long time. I know. It's a classic.
Good old Smitty's, baby.
Yep. Ours does a great red. Okay, I'll have to look into that. But yeah, man, I just like the nice mildness, the nice smoothness of the malts, the nice like little fluffy head it has, man. It's my go-to. You know what I mean? I've been drinking this a lot more, man.
It's a good St. Patty's Day beer, too. It's one of them you could kind of sit back at the pub all day. You know, you get all your boys for St. Patty's Day, and you're going to put away, 3, 4, 7, 8 of them fucking things. And it's, you can do it all day. What is it, about 4.5%, 5%?
Yeah, it's something fucking killer. It's 4.5. But I figure after the fest beer, just be a nice afterward beer.
You're drinking some sessions tonight, man. I'm over here, taking fucking left hooks from the heavyweight champ and fucking dipping and diving. I'm over there. I'm going down.
These guys I've been hanging out with, man, getting me on these damn lagers. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, no, yeah. Once in a while.
No,
I mean, like this is the season to do it. You know what I mean? Like the fest beers, the Oktoberfest. Everything's like so fresh, and that's why I love this time because you could drink Sam Adams and stuff like that, but it might be old on tap. But once you see like Oktoberfest in the fall, that's fresh. It's a nice like season thing that's, summertime's a summer wheat, you know what I mean? So, when you're at a crappy bar that doesn't have good craft beer, look for the seasonals. Yep.
Oh, shite.
So, all right, let's get into some good sports.
Yeah, let's talk some Phillies who just swept the fucking Tampa Bay Rays, who I can't stand, and in the process went back again to having the best record on all of baseball. Kind of just quietly won 8 out of 10, and that's with a bunch of guys banged up and guys missing time in the lineup. Listen, this Phillies team's for real, and I said at the beginning of the year, and I stick by it now. The excuse bag, it's empty. There's one. Listen, anything short of a world championship this year is a failure. But with that being said, I think the team knows it, and I think they're focused and saying, let's go win the whole fucking thing. Just win, baby. Just win. And I think they're going to. I do. I think when all's said and done, 2024 is going to go down as one of the greatest sports seasons ever, because I think the Phillies win the World Series, and I truly believe the Eagles are going to win the fucking Super Bowl. And quote me on it. It's on here. So.
Oh God, Jesus Christ, Ricky!
Because jinx are only real if you believe in them, and I don't believe in them. I don't live by fear. That's a man-made thing.
Oh my God, this guy. Well, I am happy to see Schwarber. That's right. Okay. I am happy to see Schwarber making the National League Player of the Week or something like that.
Yeah, and he also broke the single season record for leadoff home runs. I think Alfonso Soriano had it before that. So shout out, congratulations to Schwarbs. I'm the Schwarbinator. I've come here from the future to hit home runs. So yeah, I'm a huge Schwarber fan.
Jeff's a little bit on the fence here. He says they don't give you confidence. They have to fight for every win.
But hold on. But the best record in baseball you don't trip over and accidentally do that though. That's not like a team that plays good here and there. Listen, they have the best record in baseball with 16 games left, which means they consistently did it for 90% of the year. Listen, there's going to have to be a time where everybody says, I live in fear. I'm a Philadelphia fan. I'm waiting for the bottom to fall out. Hey, guess what, guys? It ain't happening this year. Fear is the man-made thing. It's gone. No more. There's no more jinxes. There's no more fear. There's no more, let's go. Just win, baby. Just win. And that's the culture and mentality you gotta have.
I will quote one of my favorite movies, dude. Fear is the mind killer.
Hey, fucking men.
I'll have fear, man.
I don't. Hey, listen, fear is a man-made thing, and I ain't picking it up.
Oh man, what's that one saying? You say, Ricky, if you're afraid,
if you're scared, get a dog.
There it is. But yeah,
and
man.
If you're still scared and you got a dog, drink a beer.
But yeah, 88 wins, man, right now. In the division, the Mets are only at 80. So, man, that's
Well, the Mets are 8 behind us, and we start a huge series with them this weekend, starting tomorrow. Listen, I'm very confident in this Phillies team, and if you listen to our show all year, I've been all year. I've talked to DeeTer, talked to Greg, I've talked to Bond, a lot of people. You could see it in this team. Character, right? Even when they had their rough spots, the bumps and bruises. Do you know what I didn't see? I didn't see anybody throwing each other under the bus. There was no dissension, no backbite. And you know what that is? That's character, man. That's what champions have. Last year, unfortunately, with that Eagles team, you quietly saw a little backbite here and there. Luckily, I think that's all gone. I think, for them, same thing. I think it's like, hey, our excuse bag's empty. There's nothing in this bag if I don't win a Super Bowl this year that I can pull out and say, well, this is why we didn't win the Super Bowl. Same with the Phillies, and I think they both realize it. And I think both teams are focused on one goal, and I think you're going to see it.
Yeah,
get ready.
Yeah, and you can see Bryce was a little upset for a little while. Like everybody was connecting, and now he's starting to connect, man. He's starting to get in the rhythm of things too. I feel like
Bryce has been consistent all year. Listen, baseball. I was talking to somebody the other day. That's baseball. Baseball is a war of attrition. It is the ultimate marathon. Baseball is not a sprint. Yeah. And unfortunately, in this city, we have the Eagles football mentality where, oh my God, every game's so important. And that's fine. That's good to have. But baseball, you got ebbs and flows, man, and you got to ride with it. You can't get too up or too down.
And you know what I mean? You're gonna have your injuries and shit like that. And I feel like where we hit our slump was the good spot.
Well, that's what I said. I said better get out way now than listen. And they look like, hey, we're about to get real healthy and get real hot going right in October. And sometimes you get hot at the right time, man. That's the key to a championship.
Right. If you can ride that into the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Golly, dude. Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. Oh man. But all right, let's hop into the Eagles, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to talk about the main course?
First win of the season, dude. And it wasn't pretty, but god damn it, I loved it. I loved it, dude.
Wait a minute. No, hold on. I gotta stop you right there.
All right. Give it to me. Come on.
In football, like in life,
I know.
When there's a win, there ain't pretty. Every win is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Not just in football, but in life. And guess what? It's a law of the universe. It never, ever changes. Wins are good. Hey, guess what? Remember last year? I do. I remember sitting at 10-1 and watching this Eagles fan base bitch. Go, oh, they're ugly wins. And you know what the universe rewarded them with? They said, you don't like winning ugly, motherfucker? I'm going to let you lose ugly. See how? And guess what? And you did. And are we still not learning our lesson? Are we still there? All wins are beautiful in life.
We're going on a.
I had to do it. I was waiting for it. That shit was building up. I couldn't wait to get it in.
But yeah, you're right. There is no ugly or beautiful win.
There's always beautiful wins. Every win is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Every single time. I never remember in life I wanted something where I was like, I didn't like that. I always do, and I always will, because it's a universal law. Winning is good.
Right. But what I will say, dude, we have problem playing on turf, man. It happened when we were in Arizona at the Super Bowl and at Brazil, man. Dude,
was it a problem that we won the game? Look, we were both playing on the same field.
I know. I just feel like, man, they need to get some kind of practice field with turf or something. Dude.
Listen, I what I hope is they never fucking send us to Brazil again. Hey guys, we experienced Vini Vidi Vici. We came, we saw, we conquered. Don't send us the fuck back there. Let me go play my home games in my home. You know what I mean?
And this is the second game in 2 years that we played abroad, because we played in London last year and then we're in Brazil this year. How many other teams have done that? Right? Played two games.
Well, I think Jacksonville does it every. I think Jacksonville. I think
is in London every year. But their owner is from that from London or whatever. Yeah,
Amir Khan.
Right. His son owns AEW, which is an awesome wrestling federation. Nice. Yeah.
But listen, we got out of the way, and I'll say this: the one thing I took from that whole game was we went down on a 9-hour flight to Brazil. to basically play a road game against a really, really good Packers team.
Yeah, it was good,
and
man.
we won the game. Hey, remember how the game started? Our offense pinned our defense in the other team's red zone back-to-back series within the 15, and we held them to 6 fucking points. That right there is a huge win. Yeah. You know, I mean, just everything about that game gave me confidence. People are like, well, Jalen Hurts threw 2 interceptions. Okay. He was also, can I tell you something about Jalen Hurts? As far as quarterbacks, for the best rating against the blitz in all the NFL last week, Jalen Hurts was number 1 in the entire league. And for quarterbacks in the pocket play rating from Pro Football Focus, he was number 5 in the league. You know, he threw 2 interceptions, but guess what? AJ slipped on one, and if he doesn't slip, it's probably a touchdown. So everybody's looking for the negative. Let's start looking for the positive, guys. Let's start finding the light.
The fumble was, it was a mix-up between the center and him. You know, to be like, it's going to take time. He's no Jason Kelce, but, man, he's fucking good, dude. He's
really good.
Yeah, and I feel like, dude, it's going to just take a little bit of time, but he'll be all right, man. Yeah.
Did you see Jason Kelce's comments this morning on the morning show?
I didn't get a chance to, man. I want to watch the show, man.
So he came on with Joe DeCamera and John Ritchie. It was a great interview. He was on for like an hour, and they asked him about, Cam Jurgens, and he's like, I feel bad. It's a shame that he always has to get compared to me. It's not fair to him. And then he followed it up with, because in reality, and when all said and done, he's so incredible. I'm going to feel bad because he's a better player than I am. And that was a quote from Jason Kelce. Yeah. That's big time.
Dude, Jason Kelce is awesome. There's never going to be another Jason Kelce.
He's my spirit animal, dude. Did you see him the other day? He had that shirt on. They're like, he's like, how you doing? He's like, this make my tits look terrible. I mean, Jason Kelce, my spirit animal.
So Greg said that grass is made for soccer players, not for 300-pound
dudes.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, you could tell, dude, that it was just coming up in clumps. And I remember Dave Didinger said the same thing about the Arizona field. It just rips up.
But the difference between the Arizona field is the ground crewsman was a former chief head ground crewsman for 50 years. He did it on purpose. He set them up to. I don't believe in conspiracies, but I do believe in conspiracies, and that's what happened. They cheated.
They've worked that game
on it.
They worked the game in Brazil too, man. That dude gets all over, man. I love that guy, man.
Yeah, Dave's great. Thanks for coming on our show, Dave. Shout out to you, cuz.
He's a worker, man. He's a worker.
But that's so funny. Probably one of the best NFL writers of all time. I'm a huge Ray Dittinger fan, man. Probably my favorite ever. I've always been a huge fan.
And it was so crazy because, like, after that show, I was like, God damn it, we didn't even talk to him about his dad. Like, he's got such a cool job traveling all around, like, recording all these awesome games. You know what I mean? It was just, he's such a great guy, dude. And
he's living his best life, man. Shout out to you, Dave. God bless you, big kid.
But dude, how awesome was it to see Barkley get 3 touchdowns?
Oh my god!
Dude.
Did you see? By the way, anybody that was burying Jalen Hurts this past week, did you see that beautiful pass he laid in the bread basket to Saquon Barkley on the side of the end zone? Oh my! I mean that was the poetry of motion.
They tried to get him 4. I mean, I don't know if you see, like, he was talking to AJ Brown.
Yeah,
dude, AJ was like, get it. Yeah, I mean, he was like, go get it, dude. And it's like such a historic moment for him to come to his team. Game 1, they get 3 friggin' touchdowns. I think, who was the receiver?
CEO.
Yeah, it was like the all one, man. And that's so badass, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
The whole team was behind him, you know?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved that, the Giants were like, we don't want you anymore. We're going to discard you. And Philly was like, I got your back.
I told you, like, I watched that the Hard Knocks, and it was just ridiculous how they treated him. They're like, go out there and see what you're worth on the market. And if you want to be part of the Ring of Honor in the Giants, then you should put that in consideration. And I'm just like, are these guys fucking serious?
Giants. Thank you.
This is your best. This is your best player. This is your
what's
best
funny,
player.
Peter? When all's said and done, is he's going to end up in the Eagles Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
and that'll be the ultimate FU to the fucking Giants in New York.
Oh my god, dude.
So
yeah, and I just like to see the players at Eagles back them up. Just like, yeah, man, get the next touch in.
Get that touch in. The fans took them with open arms, man.
And it's dude. You threw that talent away, Giants. You threw him away like he was nothing, dude. And that's just a disgrace because that dude was awesome at Penn State. He was awesome at Penn State, and I'm so happy to have him back in PA as an Eagle.
Me too. Yeah. Shout out to Saquon, man, and it's a story we can all relate to, man. That's awesome. I love seeing him getting the 3 TDs, and I, in a weird way, I say this kind of tongue in cheek, but I'm glad he didn't get the 4s because now it gives him a drive to kind of maybe I can get to that game where I can get 4 TDs. So you know what I mean. So keep striving for it, and you know what? When all said and done, he probably will have a game where he gets 4 TDs here in an Eagles uniform.
It was amazing, dude. It was goddamn amazing. And I will say, man, that Packers team, that was a good team, dude.
Listen, let me tell you something. That Packers team is the same Packers team that went down to Dallas last year in the playoffs and dismantled Dallas in their house, and then damn near beat San Fran the following week in the playoffs, who went on to go to the Super Bowl. So everybody's like, oh, that's a really good Packers team. Really, really good Packers team. So, listen, anybody that had any negative thing to say after that Eagles win yesterday, get the fuck out, man. Go be a fan up in New York or something because I don't need that kind of negativity in my life.
I don't know if you've seen like the sports shows beforehand. Everybody was saying Packers. Packers was going to take it, man.
Good.
It was nobody saying Eagles, dude. It was crazy.
Keep telling us we can't.
Right. Oh, man, dude. So badass.
Yeah.
Over 200 yards, Ant said. Nice.
What's that?
Ant said over 200 yards at Barkley. Did he? I don't know.
Well, I know he had 109 rushing. Well, I don't know if he went over 200, but he had a great game. He had a great game either way.
Well, yeah, I'm going to need another beer because that was fucking damn delicious.
I know. This one, I'm like, I wanted to get a fucking picture of this beer for my Untapped, but it's going to be gone before our show's over, so I'll just have to fucking save the can.
Now
nice industrial arts.
With a hazy IPA. Now, yes, I shall.
There he is. Good to have you back, kid.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I like some lagers. I do. I could deal with it, but yeah.
Y'all like them lagers?
IPA is my home.
I drink them. No, I'm just kidding. I like lagers too. I'm going to drink lagers after we get off of this show. I got a Harp, I got a Wanderback Fest beer, and I got Oh, by the way, thank you for that Human Robot, that Zoical beer you gave me. That was really fucking good.
Dude, Human Robot does pretty good shit, dude.
I drank it the other night, and I'm like, wow, that's good.
And if you ever get a chance to go to the brewery, Ken's awesome, dude. You like Ken, man.
I will.
Ken's cool as shit, dude.
I'm going to carry him in my joint before you know it. Watch.
You should, man. Dude,
I will.
They're Czech lagers banging. They're Cerveza. What's it? The
Mexican lager.
Oh, so good, dude.
Nice.
Like they do like the classic lager style. They don't do too much IPAs, but their IPAs is not too bad too.
Nice.
Oh man.
Oh, I got a keg of heavy real coming in.
Robert Prophet. Cheers, brothers.
DeeTer. That's Rob Prophet. He was a U.S. Army Ranger. He comes in all the time. He's nice. Part of the Hob crew now. Dude, Rob, one of the fucking truly good human beings I've ever known in my life. And I don't say that easily. DeeTer, you know I don't like anybody. Dude, Rob's one of. I'm like, is a good human being. That dude is a man of respect.
Awesome.
Rob, thanks for watching the show, kid.
We got another one here too for you, there, Ricky. Hey, Rick. Hey, DeeTer, Dog Wrestling. What's up?
Oh, Shet Lawrence Zirconium. What up, big cat? Anybody, if you like pro wrestling, a nice fun family event to go watch, check out Dog DAWG, Dangerous Adrenaline Wrestling Gladiators. It's a fun night, all ages. Bring your kids. I have a great time every time I go, and it's not expensive, and it's a great night out. So check them out, man.
Yeah, man, I definitely have to check it out, dude, because I love wrestling.
I've invited you many times. Yeah. I think Big Al went with me a couple times, or it was a great show. I had a great time.
I just watched the pay-per-view over the weekend, AEW pay-per-view, All Out. Oh, nice. My God, it was insane. It was insane, dude. Tables, chairs, tacks on the ring. They were like dropping power bombs, like Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland on a cinder block in the middle of the ring. It was the nastiest pay-per-view I've ever seen, dude. It was bloody. It was brutal.
But remind you of the old school ECW?
Yeah, dude. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Nice. And like, it cracks me up to WWE fans because I watch both and I hear like the talk of both, and they're like, AEW, that's too gory, gruesome. I'm like, man, I grew up watching Ric Flair bleed every goddamn
and Dusty Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes, yeah.
Mankind,
they're putting razor blades in their
Mankind, Cactus Jack, WWE, dude. WWE had Undertaker taking people out in coffins.
Yeah,
I mean, like, so how can you compare like? Oh, this is so bad compared to this. No, man, it's all entertainment. It's what you like. I like that there's like different groups. You know what I mean? It's just how you like it. Check out. Here we go. Check out Steve Macklin and TNA Green Afghan.
I can't read the
he said, check out Steve Macklin and TNA, Marine Afghan vet, good buddy of mine.
Nice.
Badass dude. Yeah, nice. I know like the Hardy Boys are in TNA. They came out of WWE and then AEW and then them. But yeah, there's some pretty good people in there.
Well, and remember back in the day, you see some of the crossovers. Remember when, and one of my all-time favorites, awesome. Remember when you had, sorry, I missed it.
The dog said Steve's awesome. Steve Macklin, they goes. But nice. I think TNA, I think you have to have a subscription to watch. So.
Okay. Now, what is TNA? What's that stand for?
Oh, man, dude, they've been around for a while.
Are they on regular? Is that regular TV only or only pay per view?
They used to be on like TNT and stuff like that.
I think I remember TNA vaguely.
Yeah, it was like Impact. I think TNA.
Okay,
Impact
yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Well, speaking of crossovers, remember back in the day when you had
total nonstop action. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Good guys, man.
I remember back in the day, in our heyday when wrestling was king, and I for my money, the golden era, I loved it was WWF back then and NWA. But I remember NWA was a little bit lower than WWF, but you had I remember when the Road Warriors first came, Tank and Animal, and then came WWF and became the Legion of Doom. Yeah, I mean, dude, the best wrestlers came from remember the Steiners?
Yeah, I love the Steiner brothers.
Or remember early on the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express, Sweet Stan Lane. Yeah. And them cats, I remember you had the original Four Horsemen, Ricky Flair, Arn and Ole Anderson, and Tully Blanchard with J.J. Dillon, the fucking manager. Shit.
Wrestling right now is awesome because there's so many like federations that you can watch. You go on Peacock if you have Peacock to watch WWE for free, and then TBS and TNT has AEW, and like their pay-per-view is awesome. Like on a Sunday or Saturday night, it's like $40, $50, and it's like a 4-hour event. Where the hell can you spend $50 to watch a 4-hour like wrestling event, dude? Like UFC, I
Candy
think
bar.
is like $80 to watch.
Yo.
You know,
And I'll say this: I got my 2 young boys, and they love fighting and wrestling. I know wrestling's about to get big in my life again. I went, I spent a good 10, 12 years from, let's say, like, whatever, 82, 83 to like 94, where I loved wrestling. I'm about to get back into it because I know my kids are going to get into it. Now, only thing I worry about is can it ever live up to what I grew up with? Will I be as interested? Like I said, with the Four Horsemen, Ricky Flair and the crew, and the Road Warriors, and then even WWF with the Ultimate Warrior and Andre and Hogan when it was at its peak, with WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to get back into it, but will it live up to it? I don't know. That's a tall task.
there's a
I'm
lot
going for
more
another beer.
like
Fuck it. I'm going for another beer.
There you go. There's a lot more like luchadors and like quick speed like wrestling. Like Ricochet left WWE to go to AEW, and that dude's fast as hell, and he's wrestling like Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is like one of the best in all European wrestling, and they're like the moves that they do. It's never been done before, dude. Like growing up, you never see matches like you see right now.
What, you mean like the Hearts and the Von Erichs?
The Von Erichs, yeah, it was good and all, but you had like the claw. You know what I mean?
Speaking
The
about
claw
European wrestling, do you remember the British Bulldogs?
it.
Baby Boy Smith and the Dynamite Kid?
Here we go. We have a former WWE and Ring of Honor sports star Tankle and on our next event Saturday night, September 28th, Sacred Heart Church.
Nice.
Riverton, New Jersey.
See, I was right.
Awesome.
It was Riverton. Nice.
Very
cool.
Very cool. Yeah, Ring of Honor.
Check it
Ring
out
of
if you
Honor.
get a chance.
Yeah, it's like acrobats on steroids, Robert says. But yeah, Ring of Honor is so cool because after the match, they have to shake their hands. That's the whole like gimmick they have. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You can't have like bad blood. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You shake each other's hand at Ring of Honor.
dude, DeeTer, we got to get Rob on, dude. I'm telling you, one of the coolest fucking cats I've ever known. And I don't like nobody. And dude, there's wrestling and all that shit. Dude, Rob, we got to get you on one of these episodes, kid.
Riverton has a new brewery. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
33.
What's it?
Brewery 33, right?
And an amazing ice cream shop. I hate to say, but yeah, that's it, dude. It's so much fun. You cannot like if you grew up with it. It's such a blast, dude.
So I'm going on my third beer, shocker, and I'm still standing. This is Treehouse.
Oh my goodness,
Fucking Black Fern, kid.
this guy don't mess around.
Listen,
He don't mess around.
Listen. If you're coming for a fucking gunfight, don't bring a knife.
But all the Fern series are so good. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, dude, New Zealand
That's
IPAs.
beautiful.
You kidding me? That's the tits of the John.
Oh man, but I will say, man, Wrench, dude, a classic.
No, it's a great beer. It's a classic.
I every time I see it, I'm like, damn, that's a pretty good beer, man.
You're damn right, sir. That's on the level of one of those, like a King Sue, one of the best shelf beers you can ever find.
So going on the Trogs tour, I always thought this was like a guitar pick. It's actually supposedly a hop pedal.
Oh,
That's what they said on the
cool.
tour.
You know what? I'll be honest. I thought it was a guitar pick too. Mm-hmm. So thank you. Good looking. Now
it's a concept art or something like that. Like something different.
That's cool.
Got me some Treehouse on tap. Get some damn Treehouse on tap.
You know damn right well that ain't happening, kid. Nobody gets Treehouse on tap down here. Nobody. Did you ever notice too? They don't do collabs with anybody. Treehouse is like, listen, our shit is so good. Fuck you. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm not asking for your help. I ain't begging. And I ain't chasing.
Oh, that's the dogs. I hope to see you all there, including you, Robert. And Robert's got thank you, dog. have to check it out. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, just bringing wrestling worlds together. You know,
dude, it's a great time. I can't say enough how much fun I have ever. I sit there and I talk shit, and they talk shit back, and it's very interactive. It's fun. You know, it's it's inclusive, and it's a great time, man. I'm pretty sure the majority of the wrestlers don't like me because when I go to a wrestling show, I like to have fun and interact, and I'll stare them down and talk shit just for the sheer fun of it. I know these are big dudes. I'm not in real life, but it's fun, dude. Like that's the thing of it, man. Yeah. How many fucking football or baseball games you can do that where it's actually not getting arrested or thrown out? At least these guys don't talk shit back and it's fun. It's all tongue in cheek. I don't know.
Right. It's all interaction too, man. Like, you have a sign and then they'll take the sign and rip it up or something.
Yeah, and they'll yell in your face and shit. The one time, the one big guy, he kept walking by, I kept staring at him, grinning at him. I was like, what? I knew I was going to take the dude, but it was fun.
Oh, all right. Well, we're getting about that hour, and we're going to have to make our picks for the week, right?
Yeah, DeeTer, so by the way, I want to say congrats. Oh, real quick, there's a couple things I wrote down. I wanted to just say, and then we'll do our picks.
Yep. Oh, you know shit, I got other fucking promos I got to do, too. Good.
Nice. Monday night against Atlanta, which the Eagles are going to smoke the Falcons because Kirk Cousins plays like shit in prime time. That's his MO. That's what he does. That's what he's going to do this Monday. And the Eagles, I think, win by double digits. That's number one. But it's also my boy, Nicky Foles, Big Dick Nick, Super Bowl winning champion quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. It's Nick Foles night on Monday. So,
is it?
Oh, yeah, Nicky Foles night on Monday. So
awesome.
I can't wait. That's the true legend. Listen, I love Donovan. I Hurtsy and Wentz. But Nicky Foles, BDN, is the real deal. He's the kid that sealed the deal. He brought a Super Bowl, first Super Bowl championship to Philly. So Nick Foles night on Monday. I want to send a shout out. And they're going to go in there and punch the fucking Falcons in the fucking mouth. Secondly, a little bit of sad news. I was kind of disappointed. I know we touched on a little bit during draft week. Dylan McMahon, the center, the Eagles drafted in the 6th round this year out of NC State. He was on our practice squad, who I called him the next Jason Kelce. He was built exactly the same way. His numbers were phenomenal in college. Just got picked up off our practice squad from the Rams. They claimed him. I'm like, fuck. So I was a little pissed about that. Yeah. So remember the name Dylan McMahon. If you like Jason Kelce here in Philly, he's about to go become that out in LA. So that was a little bit sad and disappointing. Also, I know they watched the show. I want to say Zach Bowen, the linebacker we signed in the offseason from the Saints, who everybody, whether they questioned it or just said, home, had the game of his life the other night playing linebacker with 15 tackles and 2 sacks, one of the sacks to end the game against Packers. So I got to give a shout out to the kid. The kid is a monster linebacker. Reminded me of Jeremiah Trotter Sr. Also, Nakobe Dean had a great game. Just missed a pick 6. I mean, he dropped it, but the kid's a player. Quinyon Mitchell's a player. I think we saw that. I think the future is really bright for this young Eagles defense. I'm excited to watch it. And that was the last things I'd say. Now, I'm going to put that out there.
Got 2 promos to get to. If you like energy drinks, check out Dubby promo code Big Game. Hit that QR code. Natural energy drink.
Great stuff.
And if you like smoking cigars, there's a monthly subscription cigar place called Puff Sip Chat. Again, promo code Big Game. Hit that QR code. It'll take you there.
That's awesome.
Enjoy energy drinks and smoking cigars.
Nothing better than that, except for pussy.
Oh, yeah. We don't have
That's it. I mean, you got those things, then you got pussy. Yep. So.
All right. So, on that note,
and tits.
So last week I had the 3 picks. Eagles, Bucks.
Congrats to you, by the way, for going 3-0, sir. In our yearly bet, me and DeeTer do a bet. We pick 3 games a week. Whoever has the better final record at the end of the year has to pay the tab at the restaurant or / bar of choice or brewery.
Well, I will like the 3 picks because it's like the parlay of the week. You know what I mean? If you could get a nice 3 picks, make a little extra money, hey, that'd be great.
Word up, cuz.
So right now we're 3-2. My picks this week is 49ers, Chargers, and the Ravens.
Okay, well, that's cool because your picks are a lot like mine. Except I'm taking the Eagles this week because I think they win by double digits. So I did not take them last week like you did, in fact, take them. I'm taking the Eagles. And I, too, am, in fact, taking the Ravens. I don't see them going 0-2. I think they bounce back and get a big win.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the Chargers, too, because I think, I think John Harbaugh is the real deal. I think he's one of the best coaches in the league. And, I think he's coming to make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, like, I always thought Chargers, like, the pass were hit or miss, but I feel like this team's pretty solid, dude.
Well, and like I said, they're only going to get better. This is a time to jump on that Chargers bandwagon. That team's about to get really good, really fast over the next 4 years or so. But
well, there you have it. That's the picks of the week. Thank you for watching the show every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Two Birds, One Show on the BGSE network. I'm Peter. That's my buddy Ricky.
Thank you for everybody who watched and commented. Listen, none of it was missed or unappreciated. You guys are the reason why we do it and the reason that keeps us going. So, love yous. Thank you.
All right, y'all have a good night out there.